Check 1, 2. Tell these
Take
rappers
the
I'm
gun.
outside, get them start acting up. Like turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it all from boom bap to melody rap. If they gon' put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Precinct.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you on the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yeah, you know, I popped up soon as the intro video started. Boom.
He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, this is it.
But what's good? What's good? I guess Anna, you could start it since you been controlling everything. You've been on the road.
Well, I was gonna say usually she lets me
Go ahead.
do this because I'm just saying, T-Time, you ain't do nothing wrong. You know that. You ain't do nothing wrong. It's just usually sis is kind of camera shy, so to speak, in that aspect. So I usually take the helm, but so I must say this. Y'all already know the vibe. It is your boy Fraz Taz, aka the Parlay Lord. I am here with the Knicks of Ish panel. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to the New York Sports Conglomerate. And shout out everybody here in the comments viewing the podcast tonight. We are here for the recap of the Knicks Hornets game. Shout out Michael Brown in the building. We see you. We here for the recap of the Hornets Knicks game. As always, we like to start off passing it around to the panel to get their views on this game. Since T-Time just showed up on us and we ain't even see him till the last second, well, at least I didn't. I'm gonna let T-Time start it off. So go ahead, T-Time. You already know the vibery.
Good, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the building. Jimmy J1, my
Right.
guy.
Salute Jimmy J1. You already know. Definitely.
Indeed. The Trail Speedwell fan page, we see you.
Facts.
I always think that's bad funny. But anyway, the Knicks beat the Hornets 99-98 behind Jalen Brunson's 32 points? 30 points? I can't remember. But anyway, 32 points.
31 points.
31 points.
Yeah,
31, 6 and 6.
31, 6 and 6. It was an ugly game. It was ugly.
Nah, you gotta hit it with your phrase. That's not your phrase. You gotta hit
nasty work.
Yes, thank you. I was waiting to say it's definitely nasty work.
It was nasty work. By far, nasty work. Especially we got off to another slow start. 15-point first quarter. Offense was looking bad. Defense couldn't stop nothing. But after the first quarter, if you look at the box score, we won every quarter after that. It was not pretty, but we got it done. We in all our minds, this game shouldn't have been as close as it was because of all the injuries that the Hornets have. But I also contribute that to it's the end of the road trip. We've been on the road for 11 days. You know what I mean? Like that. And we played in the first two legs of the road trip. We played in high altitude. All right, the first two legs we played in high altitude. But anytime you take a long road trip like that and you can come back home over 500, you got to take that as a W. But this is the first time this season I think I really saw like that fight from last year in this squad.
The grit.
Yeah. And shout out to our bench, Deuce. And I'm saying our bench, and it's only Deuce and Campaign. That is the
Hey, shout out to Deuce McBride, plus money on FanDuel today with the green. Shout out to Deuce McBride,
Yeah, our whole bench. There was a big pick me up and help us regain the lead at the end of the game. Deuce with some big 3-point shots. Campaign doing what Campaign do all over the place, causing havoc. Yeah, it's good to see the grit. You know what I mean? Watching Cat, impact the game outside of just scoring the basketball was good to see too. Uh, but overall, nasty work on the win, but a win is a win is a win, and I'll take it.
Hmm.
Shout out to Darlene in the building. Yeah, I mean,
Darlene, we see you.
yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead, sis. Give your
I
turn. Give us
mean,
up. Give us your take.
same thing. It was hard to watch. I mean, I don't know any other way to say it, but it was hard to watch. I mean, I guess we can say it was the end of the road trip and all that, but we have to figure out a way to come out stronger because this isn't just a tonight issue. This is something we've been seeing, plenty of nights where they just come out weak and then have to turn it all the way up. Again, against this type of team, we shouldn't have been in this situation. On paper, we're so much better from what we've seen on in other games, especially the Denver game and the Suns game. We're so much better than that. Do y'all hear an echo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know why. I think because it was leaning on my computer.
Probably.
Yeah. No more
Um,
echo.
okay, cool. But I mean, I take the win. I rather learn, like I said before, learn while winning than learn by losing. But we gotta figure it out. There's no way that it's been, up and down so drastically that like
Hmm.
how it's been. Something gotta give. I don't know if it's adjustments to the lineup. I don't know if it's just individuals. I don't know, but I don't want to see games like this because this could have easily been a trap game that we took an L in.
Uncle Paulie, shout out to you for pulling up first and foremost as
Thank
always.
you. Thank
Go
you.
ahead,
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
give us your
Pre-
take on the Knicks Hornets game.
Appreciate y'all for having me. Thank you. I think I said it earlier. The simplest way I could put it is two words: Mitch and Precious. Boy, do we need them. Um, Also, what I'm noticing on defense is, well, two things I'm noticing. Teams are making Brunson guard more. They're isolating Brunson a lot more. And this is piggybacking to the new guys, as in Cat, as in McCall, sometimes aren't rotating properly. Because we've had times last year where Brunson had the guard, but the rotation was more solid. I think this is all still part of the growing pains. Like Cat, again, using his hands too much. Some of the fouls aren't his fault, too, by the way. I got to say that. But I think it's defensively, it's the rotation and not trusting. Like, I don't have to go over here. He got it. I see McCall do it, and McCall tends to look lost. That's what people keep. Oh, he looks lost. No, he's not understanding. He doesn't have to worry about that guy's there. If not, take it's tough. It's definitely tough. Disgusting. There's no reason why against the Hornets with no LaMelo, no Bridges, that we should have been biting our nails at the end of the game. Like I thank God for the captain, and then he did what he had to do. He closed it out. But I don't like the way they ref our games once again. They make our guys work too hard. Then we get aggressive. We get calls, but we got the win. At the end of the day, that's all it's about. So we can have 50 more ugly wins, and I'll take them. To be quite
Um, the
honest,
only the only thing I
I'll
want to
take 50
say,
more of these. Good.
the only thing I want to say to that is just adding on to the point about Bridges. Listen, you always worry about the man being there. You always check for the man being there.
Yeah, but
That
he
is a
commits.
definite.
He
Yeah,
commits
that's the
too much
problem.
instead
You,
of
you
flashing or using
yeah,
the
you're
length.
supposed to just flash. You're supposed to just flash. You
Right,
flash and you
right.
come back. You flash and you come around. Like, but go ahead, Kev.
Travis on mute.
I think he handling something.
There you
There
go.
you go.
My bad,
Okay.
y'all. What's going on, y'all? What's goody? Yeah, like I said before the show, once I heard Friday night on MSG, and we watching a matinee game, I kind of been like, damn, this is gonna be a long day for us, yo. That was kind of weird. Um, and again, like we started off the game kind of slow, you know, missing a lot of shots. Um, we look kind of lazy, to be honest with you. It looked like how we started off in Dallas. You know, I felt like had Lamelo and Miles Bridges played, we most likely probably would have took a L if those guys would have played today. The way we started off the game, um, I
And the
felt
way
like
Lamelo's playing, you're right.
yeah. Nah, I'm not in the woods, Latrell. I'm on my balcony.
I'm good.
um, um, I felt like we really played down to our competition, man. We let a lot of these young kids that was trying to make a name for themselves pull up and have a good game. You know what I mean? I think that the guys that we had on the court, this should have been a double digit win. Um, Again, our defensive struggles is what's killing us right now. We if they could find a way to fix that problem, and I know like mention pressures is missed, but I feel like we got some guys on the bench that could help out defensively. I know Tyler Kolek is probably not the best defender, but you still got Pacman Dadier and
How Purdy.
Ariel
Ariel Hugporty.
Huckporty to help out until those guys come back. You know what I
Play
mean?
kids. Play the
Just
kids.
play, just open up the rotation just a little bit. Like I get, you hard on your young players. We've seen this before, but we've also seen you give guys a chance. And
Hmm.
Hmm.
I feel like in situations like this, like tonight, where we was lacking energy, you know, that could have possibly been a help. Instead of just running a deuce and campaign. I think they gave us like what? They gave us like 15 points together as a whole or something like that.
20 points
I,
together.
20
Yeah.
points. Like we could have used some more of that we could have got some more of that out of Pacquiao Dadier and fucking Porter. You know what I mean? And our bench could have gave our guys some rest, but it is what it is. We just gotta close off better, especially like from behind the arc. I feel like there was a lot of open threes today, more than usual. And those guys were knocking down those shots, man. We gotta
Hmm.
figure out a way to defend the perimeter better than we are right now, bro, because we're getting killed from behind the arc.
Every game.
Yeah,
To to
my bad. We're giving
okay,
up
okay.
way too many open threes, bro, and that's what's really killing us.
Yeah,
Can't be.
to piggyback off of that a little bit. Uh, what you gonna call it? I think it has a lot to do with drop coverage, man. If you notice the difference between, the rest of the game and in the fourth quarter when Cat started to step up on the screen and roll instead of dropping, our defense played a lot better and we was getting a lot more stops consistently. I think the drop coverage is what's killing us perimeter wise because Cat is not a threat as a paint defender. So you got teams getting deep penetration pause
Hmm.
and they're getting these wide open kickouts for three because people are collapsing into the paint. Uh, I think I think that little simple shot showed what's the problem with our defense. It's like, all right, soon as Cats stop playing drop coverage, we start getting stops that we needed to get the lead and extend it a little
Hmm.
bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Cat gotta move those feet, stop using his damn hands. Yeah, I mean, we don't get them. I'm sorry, my daughter looking at me. I said a bad word. Uh, um, you gotta use uh, what else? Dang, I just throw my train of thought.
He got to use his feet and not
He
his
got to use his
hands.
feet. But he's like slow, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but
He's like
He's
still,
not
slow.
slow. His feet are like 3 feet long. Pause.
Yeah.
That's what each foot. You see them sneakers? He got the longest Nike shoes I ever seen. That shit, I'm like, God
And
damn.
and we don't get the same whistle that everybody else get too,
We
and it's
don't.
kind
we
of
don't. We
it's kind
don't.
of annoying to watch. Yo, I don't know. I'm pretty sure nobody else noticed, right? It was a point where OG and who double teamed it? I think it was OG and Brunson that double teamed Miller, and they got the turnover out of bounds.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
The look on the ref face when she turned around after she had to call the ball for us, I was like, "Oh, that hurt her to have to give us the ball." She turned around like, I'm like, well,
Next.
why you mad? Why you mad? You got to give us the ball. Nah, but I'm just saying, like, today was definitely a rough watch. I, I mean, it might sound like I'm making excuses, but to be away from home 11 days in a row, and you saw it these last two games for real. Like these guys they over being on the road. I don't know if they tired, but those slow
OG's
start.
play. OG's
Yeah,
play from the way he has been all season has reflected that. The last 2-3
yeah,
games, he's like, man, can we go back to 34th Street, please? I'm tired of
fact.
this shit.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, OG.
Extended long.
After that
Need some
40
home
point
cooking.
game, he
Yeah, he
kind of
needs some
took.
home cooking. He needs
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
home cooking.
yeah, yeah.
First
But
game in the Garden, I expect OG back to what he's been all season. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and the reason why they call these games trap games is because everybody knows, like, the guys who don't get to play, they're gonna come out and play their hardest because this their time to shine. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we making jokes and call people scrubs and stuff like that, but
Ain't no
these are
scrubs
NBA.
in the league. Yeah,
These are
ain't no scrubs in the league, bro.
at,
Nah.
at some point somewhere
There is.
all
There's
these
some
guys
of
was
it.
getting buckets. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yo, like the kid, like that kid. It's hard for me to pronounce his name. I hope I'm saying it right.
Who,
Right.
Salon? The
Tit
French
Jane,
kid,
James.
Tit Jane Salon. Like,
Salon.
you know, he's a 30% 3-point shooter and averages 5 points a game. And today he's shooting, 40% from the 3-point line on us.
Yeah.
Knocking down open shots.
He get more. That comes with more opportunities and
Yup.
and, and able to get a rhythm. I guarantee all them other the shots that he took from 3 point, he probably got one 3 point shot that game, maybe two. You feel me? And went missed both of them, so he got 0%. Or missed that one, he got 0%. But tonight he had the opportunity to let that thing fly. Pause. You know what I mean? And that's why these games and that's why these games be trap games
Hey.
because it be guys like that. Like I'm about to make a name for
Yo,
myself.
and good thing Brandon Miller had a terrible game. You know, good thing he had a terrible game, bro. Cause
I mean,
he had
he
one
had
of
a
them.
he had a few shots in the fourth quarter. I'm like, oh no, he can't. If he does, it's over. I'm like, if he
Nah,
gets
nah,
hot even for a 2-minute streak, I said we're done because
yo,
he's taking all those shots.
facts, bro. Because Brandon Miller's one that'll hurt you. He'll hurt you.
I think it was he. I
Yeah,
think he hit a 3, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he hit. That was his only bucket. And the actually nah, that was he hit that in 2 free throws.
yeah.
But
Well,
really, that was his only field goal in the fourth quarter, Paulie. That he hit that three
Right.
point shot that you
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
well, one thing for me that being that it is on yours truly, the parlay Lord. One thing for me that I noticed about this game, assist to turnover ratio was not good this game.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
believe we actually had more turnovers than assists, and
Hell
that's
yeah.
not a good sign playing any team, especially knowing that the schedule is going to get a little rough in the
No,
coming weeks.
it was close. We didn't have more. It was close.
It was
20
20 and
assists.
19.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we had I think we had
No,
7 turnovers in the first quarter alone.
21 turnovers.
That's
That's
season
what it
Nah,
high.
showing.
That's definitely
nah,
season high, right?
nine,
I
19.
see 19.
Yeah,
Oh, then
19.
ESPN must got it wrong.
I'm looking at ESPN too. It's 19 turnovers, 20 assists.
Yep,
Is that season high in turnovers so far?
probably.
It might
He
be.
averaged like 11 a game.
Yeah, that was
I,
crazy.
total turnovers 21, fouls 19.
And that right there, the 7 turnovers in the first quarter tells you that we came
Does
out
anyone
playing
have
down.
advice
We
on
came
how
out
we
flat
can
and
get
playing down. We
Macau
had 7
so
turnovers
he doesn't
against
get
this
benched
team.
again? Only because the
Listen,
door's
the
closed.
thing is this: you can't, you can't win these kind of games only playing 8 guys, Coach Tibbs. You
Open
gotta
it
play
up.
10 guys right now.
Pause.
You gotta
I
play
think
10 guys,
I
and
think if I'm not mistaken, my fault. Sorry to cut you off. I think I'm not mistaken. I think when I was listening to the the commentary, they said Tyler wasn't available today. I, I don't know what got, but I can't remember what they said the reason why. But I think I remember saying that he was unavailable to suit up today.
Kolick, he's been sick.
Yeah,
He's been. I think he caught that shit in Dallas. That actually has been going around their locker room. He might have caught it there because he's been out the last couple of games sick. They said he's not
yeah.
hurt. He's sick.
Okay. Yeah, my fault, Brian.
nah, that's all good. But yeah, like I'm saying, you only playing 8 guys when you got guys on the bench that could give you some minutes in defense, like Huck Porty and pack them up Dadier. Like, you give your guys a break. Stop putting the brunt of the workload on the starters. This is what the problem was at this point last year. I mean, I get it. We're still going through the growing pains. It's still a work in progress. We're still on pace for last season's win total, if you really look at the records. So I'm not necessarily worried. I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned at the fact that Tibbs has to figure out how to get them together with this defense. Okay,
Yeah.
because the offense is not the issue. Scoring is not an issue for our team. The it's the knowing about the switching and how they want to create matchups. When to bring the help defense on the double team, or you know when to commit, like Uncle Paulie was talking about earlier, when to commit on the pick and roll, or when to
And
commit.
not just flash, right? And
Yeah,
when to flash.
it's not. Yeah, exactly. So
Hmm.
those are the main things for me from these games. And then the shooting was kind of bad. It was like,
Yeah.
And I
I
want
mean,
to say one more thing. Like Tea Time usually brings this or this individual up periodically and randomly, but last year we weren't that great at defending the 3 either. We got better at, but we had more firepower to fire back. Losing Landry Shamet is now showing, because this was Devo last year. Devo was the
Yeah.
extra 12
yeah,
pointers chucked up and maybe 4 to 6 go in, so we can come back. That was what Shamet was supposed to do, and we lose to him. So
mhm,
that's what made Deuce more dangerous, because you got Deuce and Devo like, all right, Devo's in the corner and we gotta single out. We got to play
mhm,
1-on-1. That's what it is. It's that extra 3-point shooter. And I noticed at that time because we overswing it. The fucking shot clock violation. Devo or Shaman would
mhm,
have shot that shit already. If
that's
they
a
quick
fact.
shoot, it would have went up. That's what we're missing,
yeah,
that extra 3-point shooter.
Yeah, but I'm neither concerned nor worried. I think most of our issues will, rectify once
yeah,
we get healthy. You know what I mean? Like once we get healthy and we get, as y'all mentioned, Mitch and Precious back. If Landry Shaman is able to come back, I think you see a lot of these things rectify. Also, because Landry Shaman is a decent defender as well. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So I think these things rectify. To answer uh Latrell's comment about what we could do to get Macau, get him back in the mid range and have him stop chucking up these damn 3-pointers.
That's what
that's
Yo,
it.
if,
Put
if
him in the
Go back,
post. Get him on the
go back.
mismatch
No,
and
he
put him
don't.
in the post.
No. It's an easy route to that. Okay, it's called the 2-man game. You see how Brunson and Towns play the 2-man game? You need to start playing the 2-man game when Mikal Bridges has the matchup with Bridges and Brunson. Why I say
Mm.
that? Because either A, Mikal Bridges is gonna have the matchup on the guard 9 out of 10, or B, if you run the pick and roll with Mikal Bridges and Brunson, you're going to create the matchup for Mikal Bridges on the back end of the pick and roll. Pause.
mhm. Nah,
You
I
see,
agree with
you
that.
You see
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
agree.
So yes, the two-man game with Mikal Bridges and Brunson is something that needs to be introduced and implemented.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
he
but yeah.
also can't just keep running to the 3 point line. Like, you're not that guy. Like,
and
No,
you're
the,
not,
the
you're not, you're
and
not
the
that.
pull-ups.
yeah, free.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why you.
It's the
That's
pull
why
up
you.
one.
That's why you set it up to where it's free throw line extended. You're already there at the mid range, buddy. All you got to do, pick your spot, take your shot. That's it. It's simple. The greats do it. Kyrie Irving does this. Kevin Durant does this. The greats do it.
I need Mikal to
I,
get his feet set when he's shooting
Or
them
you could cut to the
3 pointers.
basket.
I
Or
think
cut
Yeah,
to
that
that
the
too.
Yeah.
basket.
Oh, that
Cut to the
Brunson
too.
has
Yeah.
basket.
played with him already. They have a history of hooping together. I think they're more worried about solidifying the Brunson Cat thing. I think that is gonna come along, and it's gonna be so easy because they have history playing with each other
Yeah.
as far as
Nah,
Bridges
listen,
and Brunson.
listen, listen. And I don't disagree with you, Uncle Paulie. I just want to add on. The pick and roll is going to take care of all of that. You don't even have to worry about that. The pick and roll is already taking care of that. That's number one in the league, so I'm not worried about that. It's everything else that's more of a concern. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just have
Uh,
visions of the pick and roll, and they don't know who to cover, Cat or the roller, and then they forget Mitch is right there in the
hmm.
dunker spot, and Brunson just throws it up. Like neither one of us are getting it. I
You
can't
know,
wait for that.
you know what else is a telltale sign about Mikal Bridges? The fact that you're not getting to the free throw line at all, gang. That means
Yo, word.
you not being aggressive. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You're not being aggressive. Standing there waiting for 3 point shots and taking them stupid ass. Oh, sorry, them stupid pull up shots. You know what I mean? You take those stupid pull up shots. I said I'm sorry. Relax.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
should, and I don't understand why he don't attack the basket, bro. You know, especially when when he got somebody undersized on him, like attack the basket, draw the foul, be aggressive, and he don't do none of that, bro.
And
Look,
stick to
look.
your old form. Stop
But
forcing the
I think
new
that's just
form.
Yeah,
that's just team wide, Kev. Because when it's like their go to is the 3 point shot, as opposed to like moving the ball, getting to the basket. Getting to the basket is gonna open up that 3 point shot. Like that's just basketball 101, right? Like you
Hmm.
start hitting mid range or going for layups on them, they gonna have to defend you hard. His shots is gonna start getting open.
Yeah.
But it's like they just everyone just wants to shoot threes. That's not our game. That's not Knicks basketball. That's not what this team was made for. And I don't know. Somebody needs to say it. So whomever's watching this show, or whoever sees the clips that get posted after the show, bro, go to the paint.
yeah.
Yeah.
The ball starts moving better. It's not looking crazy. This is, bro. This game was very frustrating. And I'm trying to stay
Yeah.
positive because I know our potential. You know what I mean? But it's like how much more positive. Like we keep seeing this against trash teams. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But now I just think all these things will eventually work itself out. Uh, you know, obviously we should have won this game by a lot, but the reason why I'm not worried or frustrated because
We
our
won.
whole bench has been injured and we still get a few games above 500. Like, yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, bro. Like, you just gotta wait. We had a major roster shift in the off season. Like these things is gonna take time. You compound that with people being hurt. Like you're gonna have some these things happen. These things happen. Uh, Cleveland just lost twice back to back
To
versus
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Like these things
I,
happen. Does that?
was anybody ever really worried about how many times they in the last couple of years they started off like 10-0? Like nobody's ever worried. They'd be like, "Oh, Cleveland's like a tender." Yeah, in
Yeah,
October.
yeah, but and
In
I, I, I,
October.
I,
Shit,
I
man.
said this. I said this earlier in the season. Tibbs teams usually start off slow.
Oh,
Like
most
a
Yeah.
Tibbs,
definitely.
like I since he been here, we've always got off to these starts where we looking at the beginning of the season and be like, oh man, I don't know, guys,
Mm.
what the hell's going on here? And then his win total increase every year. Like, the win total increase every year. So, you know, obviously this was a stinker game. Happy that we won, but let's before I start freaking out, let's see us get home. And let's see
Right.
what some of these home games start looking at. If we come out with the same energy in like the next two games, now I'm like, all right, something needs to be addressed. But the reason why I'm kind of giving them leniency is because they on that long road trip, and we started off the first two games in high altitude. That probably killed those guys' legs for real, yo. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
I guess
Denver and
I'm not
Utah, right?
so. I guess I'm not so optimistic because I saw it in person. It was like horrible.
no, yo, I'm at the crib. No, I'm at work. I'm watching the game, and the only thing that's on my I said I know sis is in that arena pissed
Bro, let
Oh
me
off.
tell you
man,
something. I don't know if y'all heard it on TV, but the fans were screaming
overrated.
Cat was overrated. Bro, I turned around and gave the people behind me the nastiest look. Like, if you don't fuck up,
Yo,
I'm putting
she
hands
texted
on
me.
you.
She texted me
Word.
about that. She said, "Yo, they
I
lucky I'm
texted him,
older. They
I
lucky
texted
I'm
Uncle Boy, I
grown."
said, they lucky I'm not the younger Anna. Cause I was so livid and it was like nothing that the Knicks were doing was making it better. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
and it goes back to like us fans that don't get the opportunity to see them often, spend this money to go to these other arenas, and then we get to see crap. Like,
Mm.
at least put up
Debacle.
a fight. Like, they didn't even put up a fight in Dallas.
Nah, man.
Again, another game that we should have won easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lack of effort. It's like
That pissed me off. Yep.
the lack of effort in those two games right there, especially in Dallas. Like, we should have with the talent that we have. I know they got Kyrie, and Kyrie always gives
Yeah,
us
but still,
problem.
yeah, but
You know what I
Kyrie gonna
mean?
do him. Our
But
stuff is all habitual. This is why I like when Clyde be like, "Oh, look, Tibbs is getting mad and they're up 20 because it's all habitual." You make this mistake when we're up 20, you're gonna do it when we're down 20 when we don't need it. It's habitual. You play the same every time. That's why we're up 20. He's sitting there like, "God damn, what the fuck?" Because you're doing it now. You're gonna do it later when we need that possession. It's habitual. Everything because we can get a
yeah,
next play. Don't worry. No, this is the last play. Every play you have to think of the last play. That and I love it about him. There's no breaks with him.
mm,
That aspect. The
Yeah.
rotations, yeah. I mean, come on, man. They had 7 guys to play, maybe 8 guys to play. You damn sure could have stretched the rotation tonight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
yeah,
it's
And
like not only
I don't
that, but
like when
like
our
if
issues are
our
rebounding and
starters are,
defending the rim, and then he doesn't play hug party. Let him get out there, get some fouls. Let him be
yo,
aggressive so they know it's not going to be easy going to the rim. The kid's going to foul you. He's a rookie, but so what? I'm like, we're doing bad on the glass. Let's put Sims in.
He's going to block shots and he's going to dunk on somebody's head. That's what's going to happen when he
and
get in
and
the game. I'm telling you.
we watched the kid, and defensively, he's pretty smart. Like he contains himself pretty well. He doesn't foul too many times from the times I've seen him play.
He doesn't really use his
You know,
hands. That's why he uses his
nah,
feet.
and yo, he don't jump. Like, he don't get hit with those fakes too many times, and you could use that out there. That height, he runs the floor pretty well.
and and more than that, just the energy. Like,
Yep.
our
Mm-hmm.
energy has just went down. Like, our starters' energy. Like, once you see campaign come in, you like, all right, it's about to be turned up. Like,
Yeah.
him and Deuce
Right.
be gunning it. Like, our
Yeah.
starters just look so flat, and it's like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all
Mm-hmm.
too talented, and y'all play too well together when y'all do gel to give us this flat, like almost boring play.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
Almost. Almost.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
trying to
real
be
Yeah.
nice.
Another
disappointing. Trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
another thing about Ariel too, you also got to remember the reason why he's so disciplined in his fundamentals is because he's been a pro for a long time.
Yeah.
He ain't been NBA pro, but he been a pro
Hmm.
overseas since a teenager, and you can
Yeah.
see that in the way he plays. I mean, not falling for the up fakes and stuff like that because he's been playing against grown men pretty much his whole life. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I do agree that he definitely should get some more time, especially in the absence of Precious. I mean, I understand what you would call it, Tibbs like Sims, but Sims ain't really a rim protector like that. He's getting better. I've seen
Hmm.
improvement in that aspect. You know what I mean? But we already saw what Ariel could do as far as protecting the rim. You know what I mean? Especially on a weak side help. You know what I mean? Like he, that's important. You know what I mean? Like that's important. Mitch does that well. Hartenstein did that well. Like, and we need somebody like Ariel to help contribute that, especially when we having a hard time protecting the paint. And I think, you know, against Dallas, even though they shot 50% from 3-point line, they was getting to the cup with ease. I
Hmm.
mean, like, and the
A
same
lot, a
thing.
lot of their threes were kickouts. You're right. Like
Yeah,
drive and kick,
Hmm.
drive and kick.
same thing tonight. You know what I mean? Like we was having a hard time protecting the paint. And oddly enough,
The
we was
three.
having a hard time rebounding too. Like they was getting a lot of second chance opportunities. You need somebody like Ariel to help, stem that. He's a legit 7 footer. Like Jericho Sims, they got him listed as what, 6'10".
6'10", 6'10".
6'10".
Yeah. But I be looking at him standing against other centers. He look like
Nigga,
6'9"
he's like a
for real.
Barkley. Yeah, he's really like 6'8", 6'9",
Yeah,
maybe. He's not 6'10", man.
yeah, yeah.
Like
So
what I didn't like the last couple of games is straight up OJ looked flat. I mean OG looked flat. And Tibbs should have been like, you know what? We need him. Give him minimum minutes. Especially his shooting was down today. Give him. I get the defense. Put Pac in. Put Pac-Man in. You need like when OG's flat, he's flat. He's looking flat-footed out there. You on certain plays where he usually sneaks a reach behind the player. He's not doing none of that. Silly fouls by OG. I'm like, yeah, he's flat. Like he's
that's
winded.
that's a fact. And you never seen OG get crossed. He got crossed
Oh
today.
my God.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
He
my
got
God.
crossed today. I'm happy that Brandon Miller missed that shot because it was disgusting. I was like, oh, you don't never see that happen to OG for
Nope.
real. Like you had my man going a whole different. Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Hey, but yeah, nah, we gonna be all right, man. We gonna be all right. Uh, Tibbs is who he is. That's y'all know the motto with me. I ain't gonna argue with results. You know what I mean? He give us results, but we've been complaining about the same shit for Tibbs for 5 years now.
I'm gonna argue because guess what? If we didn't argue about it, we wouldn't have Deuce. If he didn't give opportunity, we wouldn't have Deuce. Like, what do we know? How do we know what we have if we
What?
can't see something? If you're not gonna let us see it on the Knicks, send them to the G League and let us see what we
or
could
Yeah,
have.
or like develop them down there. You know what I mean? Stop instead of just having them on the bench doing nothing.
yeah, Medusa he pretty much had to wait his time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like it's the same thing. Like these guys gonna have to wait their time. We hurt now, but our roster is kind of stacked. Like this the time where they should be getting minutes, but Tibbs like, yo, listen, I ain't trying to test nobody out. I'm trying to get these
Mm-hmm.
W's.
Yeah, I don't want no trial and error shit. We ain't with the trial and error shit.
Yeah,
I'll
but you
play.
trial and erroring with Jericho Sims, who's giving us zero across the board.
Man, that's not trial and error. He's been here for a while.
He's still giving us nothing.
I wouldn't say nothing. That's harsh. Those harsh words right there.
Look at his stat line. I mean, he's
Yeah.
playing some better defense, but he's still not giving us anything.
Yeah, he only played 8 minutes. That was it. He only played 8 minutes tonight. So you can't even say that we played 8 guys. We played 7 guys tonight. 8 minutes ain't nothing. But usually when he out there, he get more than that amount of time. He give us some rebounds. You see some good defense. Uh, he got stone hands. He can't catch the ball worth shit.
Oh my
But
God.
but
He'd be a defensive back in football because he can't catch.
that's a fact.
Word.
But well, the point is that he paid his dues and he earned his time. You know what I mean? He paid his dues. I want to see Ariel over Jericho. Pause. That's crazy. Uh, as much as anybody, but I not understand. I realize.
Sorry. He
You
said, I
just
want to see Ariel over Jericho.
I said
That's
pause. That
crazy.
was crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, I just know who my coach is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's it. I just know who my
Yeah,
coach is,
that's the
and
cold hard fact. It is what it is.
yeah, I just don't want you driving yourself crazy. Yeah, arguing over the same shit because we know who Tiz is. We
I
know who he is.
know, but send them down so we could see them perform.
Yeah, that I agree. That I agree. But
Cause
at the
like
same,
we did it with Deuce and Jericho. Like they both was in the G League for a while.
yeah,
And it's
but
like, okay, if we
Yep.
need them on our bench for a game, then you call them up. The same way there
yeah,
was games where Deuce was back and forth, back and forth.
this is true. But we are also still wildly short-handed. So it's difficult to send them to the G League because, knock on wood, you never know what happened in the middle of the game, and you'll be forced to play one of these guys. Like it. But if you have them in the G League and they're not there for the game, then you like, oh shit, like what do we do now? Like who do we play? Like we need a we need a backup center, but Ariel is committed to the Westchester Knicks right now. Like so, I agree. I would love to see him go down to the G League and wow everybody up there. But until I don't think we're gonna be able to see that until pressures get back. You know what I mean? Like I don't
That
think
makes
we get to
sense.
see. Yeah,
It makes sense, but I agree with her. I mean, I'd rather him be committed to the Westchester Knicks than our bench.
nah, I agree with both of y'all. Yeah, I mean, I'm saying she's right. They should be in the G League and getting the experience.
Hmm.
I'm just proposing why that's a difficult thing for it to happen right now,
Yeah.
because even though he's not playing them, you still need those bodies on the bench just in case the worst happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would love to see Ariel and pack him up, Daddy, go down to the G League and wow everybody up. I love to see Kolick go down to the G League and start wilding
Hmm.
everybody up. You know what I mean? But
I think Tyler would benefit first. If you sent all three of them down, Tyler, his progression shows first before all of them.
I agree. I agree. That would be tremendous. But we'll wait and see in what happens once we start getting more healthy. Like once the bench start getting in whole. But speaking of the bench, 20 points a night coming from 2 guys off the bench is tough. Care how you want to slice that.
Hmm.
That's tough.
Hmm.
Every night you looking at 2 guys giving you 20 off the bench. That's solid. That's solid production. I just wish we had one more person that could give a 5. You
Precious,
know,
precious.
yeah, give 5, 6 points. I could live with that.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like watching Precious playing through the preseason, the games he played in order, I feel like he's
He
gonna
looked
give us
good.
like 10,
Yeah, he
12
looked
points a
good.
game, yo. I
He
have
looked
a
He
good.
might
As
give you
feeling,
long as
more
he
than
yo.
can
that
get the
some of these
minutes.
games.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, like I feel like he really worked on his game over the summer. I was watching him really good. I'm like, pause. I'm like, yo, you look like he developed his game really good over the summer, bro.
Yeah,
I think that comes from he really wanted to stay and was happy that we
Yeah,
made it happen. Like
yeah.
again, we didn't know, but I think T Time has said it. He was like, I think it's one of them things. They got the under the table agreement. Like, yo, let us handle this. We have a veterans minimum for you. You're gonna sign, but we gotta do this money thing first. You're coming back, and I think that made, because I remember seeing him, whether he was in Florida or we was with Chris Brickley working on his shot. He worked this summer. Precious was
Yeah.
working in between his endorsement deals that he got with the sugar cane or the joint down in Florida. But he was where I'm like, yeah, I think Precious is going to give us more offense than we saw from him last year. If anything, the defense is going to be Precious. But I think he's going to give us more offense than even what we saw from him last year, especially on that pick and
Or
roll.
yeah, you could see that he worked on his shot with
Mm-hmm.
what's the name, the legend. I always forget his name from the Denver Nuggets. Remember that they kind of blackballed him.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf,
Do
formerly known as
Raul.
There
Chris
you go,
Jackson.
yo. He was Chris Jack. There you go. He was working out with him over the summer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of excited. Kind of
And
sucked that
and let me tell all these young folks we got watching here. Mahmoud was Steph before Steph.
was
Mm-hmm.
Steph.
Mahmoud was Steph before Steph. Because he
Yeah,
showed it
he
in the
was
big three. He
nasty.
got that trigger still.
He's
He was
nasty.
Steph
He's
before
nasty.
Steph, boy.
Yeah,
He was
so,
Shaq's
so
college teammate. They was killing. You know what I
yeah.
love about Campaign for us though? He's not only
He's a pain in
energy
the
on one
ass.
side. He's energy
Yo,
on both
word.
sides.
Yo,
You
he's
see
Yo,
him
a,
even picking with
I
the
would
yo.
have
young
hate
boys,
to
like
play
giving them a
against
little
him.
nudge after the foul. I'm like,
Nah,
I
but
like that. It's
listen,
nothing crazy, but it's
but
energy. That's what
So,
we
yo,
need.
if you
so I'm
remember
gonna
though,
I'm
if
gonna tell y'all what I saw at the game in Dallas, and I don't think we don't see it on TV. That man don't sit down.
No,
He's
no.
literally coaching the guys from the sidelines. He's up all game on his feet.
Hmm.
That
And
shit
he's
was
always been
crazy.
like
I'm
that.
like, just watching him, like, bro, like you don't sit down.
He's
And he'd be
energy.
like under the basket, so
hey,
he's not like at the bench. He's like under the basket. You know the guys that be sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
The
He's right
cameraman and
there
all
up on
that.
his feet all game, coaching them.
Who?
that's what you call
Campaign.
Cam.
leadership. You heard? That's
Cam.
what
Yeah.
you call leadership.
Yes.
Leadership.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you
Leadership,
see now
bro.
they doing the handshake thing. You see Macau doing the line. Everybody's getting a hand.
Yeah.
I kind of like
Yeah.
OGs. He just need to put more into it. He's like, we eating.
Yeah.
We, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The doctor, we eat. OG be like, I love OG though. He's just real
Yo,
like
nah,
nonchalant.
he's a funny guy, but nah, I love the energy that Campaign brings to the
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Low key, he was a real good signing that a lot of people don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but he's like an instant spark off the bench sometimes. Sometimes he takes some wild threes, but I love his energy. I'll take it anytime.
You live with it because of the effect he has on the game
Yeah,
overall.
For sure.
yeah, facts,
And
facts.
we know it because we hated him last year. We
Facts.
all
Yeah,
would have put the
yeah,
dirt on his name
yeah.
last year in April.
Annoying
Hey,
us
we
every
used to
time we
Yeah,
play him, yo.
that's
Yeah.
funny. I was and before he signed with us, I was making me and I don't know if Faraz remember we was joking around about how he got locked, he got arrested, and he lied to the police about his
Oh
name.
His name.
yeah.
Me and Fraz was cracking jokes on him about that, and then boom, we
Yo,
signed
going
him. I'm
in
like,
on
oh
it.
shit,
Word.
wow,
Yeah. Nah, he's definitely a welcome addition. You know what I
nah,
mean?
he is, man.
Definitely great energy.
Him and shit, him and Shari. I'm sorry to cut you off,
Now
T,
you good?
but him and Shamit were playing real well before Shamit got hurt, man. Like that second
Yeah.
unit was looking crazy, and I was wrong about Shamit because I wasn't a big fan of that signing, to be honest with you. I guess
Me
maybe
neither.
because when I didn't like him when he was playing with the Nets, but
or
but
Philly. Or Philly.
but low key, him and Shaman had the second unit running, man.
Yeah, and they already have built-in chemistry. They played in
And
the
Phoenix,
Phoenix together.
Phoenix.
Together.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And these things matter for help a easy transition. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Shaman's style of play fits with campaigns
Yeah.
and Deuce. You know what I mean? He could play fast. He's a scrappy defender. He has decent size. I think he was like 6'6" balls. Uh, but yeah, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I hope he could make it back because, you know, even though we did sign him to, the G
Yeah.
League, it's still a shoulder dislocation. You know what I mean? We just went through the same thing with Julius. You know what I mean? You go hope he could come back, but it ain't a guarantee that he's gonna pull back up. But if he does, that's great. You know what I mean? That's great. Him, Precious, Campaign, Deuce, uh, Tyler been getting run when he's healthy. Like I like that. I like that. Like they fast pace. They Tyler's gonna be like the weak link on defense, but
Yeah.
what he can bring to the offense with his passing and with that unit is tough.
And his shooting, his
and
shooting.
his
Don't
shooting.
forget, Tyler could shoot, bro. A lot of people don't understand he can still shoot that three, and he shoots it
Yep.
consistently.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm about to have to dip soon. I don't know if y'all got anything else, because if y'all do, uh, y'all could keep going. But if not, then we could go on to the next game.
Who we play
Which
next?
that
Who we
was in the
play next?
plans. That was in the plans anyway. And I believe the next game is the New Orleans Pelicans
Mm.
on Sunday.
Yeah, ain't they hurt too?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
they are.
what's his name is the Dejounte
Dejounte
Murray.
Murray.
He came back though.
He's back. Yeah,
He's
he's back.
back. He's
He gives
back.
us
Why? What?
problems.
And
Nah,
we'll
but you
pack
know
them
they've
up.
been packing us up the past couple games, man. They've been packing us up, bro. We need to we
Yeah.
need to come out. We need to come off better in this game. Like play. Start off strong. We can't be coming off with lack of effort or none of that against the Pelicans. If not, it's gonna be another one of those nights.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
we play tomorrow. No, Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, I keep on thinking today's Saturday, gang. My bad.
Nah, I thought today was
Nope.
Sunday, bro. Earlier,
uh,
yo,
yeah, I think we gonna be all right. Home cooking. You know what I mean? Everybody get to sleep in their own beds. Eat some home cooked food and whatnot. I mean, I think we come out in the garden with the right energy. And the Pelicans is 4-15. These dudes is dirt. You know what I mean? Yeah, they've been dealing with injuries, but who hasn't so far this season? These guys are dirt. We're gonna pack them up. And Dejounte Murray, I like him. He does give us problems. Well, he did give us problems, but I don't think he's played against OG and McCall. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so yeah, we're gonna pack him up too. Uh, Brandon Ingram, he's healthy, I believe. Pack him up too. I think we win this game by a lot. I think we win this game by a lot. I think we see
We
OG get
need
back
to.
in. I
Yeah.
think we see
yeah,
get OG back in the 20 points column this game. Uh, we see some good shooting from Cat. I mean, Cat's been shooting way better at home than on the road this season.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, we're gonna pack these guys up. It's not gonna be close. We're gonna win by a lot.
We
yeah.
better.
I think that we just
That's
gotta
the
be
plan.
careful, man. Like the thing is, we were supposed to pack up Utah. They packed us up. They only won like what 4 or 5 games this year. We almost got packed up by Charlotte right today. You know what I mean? So I think that we should, just go in there and not underestimate the opponent that you're gonna play because these guys will come up and sneak up on you, bro.
Yeah.
I just don't
I
want that
think
to happen, bro. We need to come
Brunson
out.
needs to
We
come
need to
out.
come out and play like the way we did in Denver. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yo, move the ball around, bro. Stop chucking up threes. Cut to the basket. Be aggressive. Attack the basket, yo. Put pressure on these guys, man.
And play
That's what
team
I
ball. I
saw in
mean, even
Denver,
like today's game, 20 assists is not good enough against this trash team.
bro. Like,
Definitely
and that
wasn't.
when I was watching that Denver game, like they were abusing Denver. What the hell happened the next 2 games
With
after that?
Jokic. With Jokic. This is what I'm
That's what
saying.
I'm
We beat a
saying.
healthy Denver
That's
team.
because, like I said, Cat
With
got
Jamal
Jokic
Murray,
number.
we Jamal Murray and Jokic playing, we washed them up, and then the very next game we get washed up by Dallas. Yo,
Injured Dallas.
Part of it too. Shots gotta fall. Look, we missed a lot of
yeah,
open shots. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
a
Like,
lot of it.
yeah, I agree. A lot has to do with effort. You know what I mean? Like the effort coming out into the
Yeah,
game don't be good sometimes, but a lot of it too is like,
word.
damn, how many threes we missed tonight? How open was
Yeah,
like,
man.
you know what I
Yo,
mean?
when
But
we
And,
off,
and, and,
we off. Like we don't
and
that's
be
you
a
like,
know,
fact.
yo, they missed a cup. No, when we off, it's like 10 for 44. We off. We bad.
yo, and it's like they settle for way too many threes. Way too many. Like sometimes,
Yeah.
yo, stop settling, bro. Stop settling.
But I noticed that happens when we're behind.
Yeah.
When we trailing, then it's a three parade. There's no sharing the ball. Guys stop cutting to the basket. Those things happen when we get behind in games, and I think that's something that definitely needs to be fixed. We definitely need to continue to share the rock. I mean, continue to cut to the basket. You don't need a home run every time you down by a decent sized deficit. I mean, like that's what we was doing a lot in the Dallas game. I feel like we had opportunities that we probably could have came back, but we was looking for home runs for the whole second half instead of, chipping away and just getting the lead to a manageable point where we could be in striking distance. You know what I mean? But again, something else that I think will rectify itself over time. Like I don't know why our team with his team start out so slow, but it's a thing. It's a thing for real. You know what I mean? And
Hey,
he's always tinkering. Get my fault, right?
nah, you good. I was just gonna say I'd rather start off slow and still be in fourth spot than start off slow and be in eighth or ninth. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
That's
let's
a
be
fact.
real about that. Like, so yes, I am very happy with where we at still because it's on pace with last season, and that means that the trade shows that we didn't have much of a fall off. You
Yeah,
see, that's where you see the proven results that you can compare it.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Uh, but yeah, man, sis, Uncle Paulie, you got any thoughts on the upcoming game on Sunday?
You better
Nah, just
win.
yeah, that's it. Don't play down. Don't play down.
Ooh.
Brunson maybe
Yeah, that's
now, and
it, bro.
now that we look a little shaky, he just may have to come out strong. Like look for your shot. Don't
That's
even look
it.
for Cat early. Like make that point. Let them come at you, and now you look to get them involved in the second quarter. He might have to come out and give us 20 the first quarter. But like, all right, we ain't playing no more. Fuck this.
Or like start off the game with the pick and roll. Like, you know what I mean? Start off the game with the pick and roll with you and
Because
Cat, you
again,
and
we're
McCall,
playing New
you
Orleans.
know,
Who's gonna guard Brunson? Probably
Mm.
or
Devontae, right?
Cat, or Cat. Who's
Yeah, I was
gonna
about
guard
to say,
Cat?
who's gonna guard Cat from the Pelicans?
No, but
But
that's my
that's the
point.
thing with
Because if
today.
their best defenders guarding Devontae, it's gonna be Valanciunas. Come on, that's barbecue chicken.
That was like today when Alan Hahn was like, "Yeah, who, today Cat should be feasting today." He said live on the like, and we didn't do that. We
Nah,
didn't do
that
that.
that young boy that was guarding him, that's
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Cat's weakness.
Diabate? Diabate?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Diabate's
was
a
getting.
problem. You can't sleep on Diabate.
He
He
got
No,
on him
nah,
he
hard.
I
had
know
just as
that,
many
but
rebounds as Cat did.
Cat weakness
nah.
is a big that can move their feet,
Mm-hmm.
and that
Mm-hmm.
kid did that. You know what I mean? If Cat is being guarded by a big that could make it out to the 3 point line and also slide his feet and could give a good contest at the rim, Cat usually don't have good games. You know what I mean? And that kid was doing that today. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
getting out there,
And I
showing
think
at the
the
3 point line, and
Them at Bam Adebayo type guys. They
yeah,
give
yeah,
Cat
yeah,
trouble.
and I think
Yeah.
he gets frustrated with the crappy calls, and he's
mm-hmm,
letting it
Crappy calls. You
mentally
mean the
get
no
to
calls?
him.
The crappy no calls.
The
mm-hmm.
I
crappy
mean
no
the
call,
the
right?
the no calls he's getting while we're on offense, but then the crappy calls that are getting against him as a defender,
Right.
it's like you can see the frustration. I seen it in Dallas where he did like a
You
crazy.
can
I think
hear him a
like it
lot of
was
the
his
time.
third foul or fourth foul, where he did it purposefully because he was annoyed that. But I mean, we say it every season, like our guys never get calls, but yo, at the rate that him and JB fall to the floor, like it's crazy that we get no calls.
Yeah, yeah, nah. It is definitely nasty work. You know what I mean? And another thing is we so far this season we played really well at home. This is another reason why I am confident that we're gonna pack these guys up by a lot. We 5-2 at home so far this season.
Yeah.
6-6 on the road. You know what I mean? Uh yeah. Something that Garden crowd they feasting, especially Cat, man. Cat loves playing in the Garden. You can see it. Like he has really good games at home. So we're gonna see what's up and pack these guys up. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody overlooking them. Just saying, we're gonna pack these guys up.
Can't overlook them. They've been beating us.
Yeah.
We just gotta do what
Pack
we're
them.
supposed to do. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's it for me. Y'all got anything else? Yeah. All right, well, boom. Let me do my
Nah.
thing. Let me do my thing.
Sweet.
Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. You already know the vibe. Hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. If you didn't already, make sure you visit the Shopify. Get you one of these super fly hoodies. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's get you one of these super fly hoodies and rep your favorite panel. That's a fact. We see you Sunday after the game. You know what I mean? What time is
Oh,
the game?
he meant to say the link is right there in the banner. If y'all don't see it scrolling across the screen for
I
the
Okay.
sweaters.
I just put it in the
That
chat.
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you, good brother. Yeah, thank you, good brother. Thank you, sis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you count one of them things. Pause. That's crazy. Hey, yo. Yeah, we out.
Yeah. Have a good